All right, so what would you say to someone who says, I don't need fancy water, I don't need a certain kind of water, just add Celtic sea salt?
Yeah, I think it's a fair assumption. I don't think anyone needs anything. At the end of the day, it's up to us to choose what is best for us. However, we have to recognize that water itself, look for example at our planet, right? Our Earth is covered in 70% water, and most of that water is salt water. And salt water, ocean water, contains the whole spectrum of minerals, from salt, potassiums. It's what gives life. What gives life, that creates life on this land to able to exist. So if you can agree with that, and then we can look at our bodies as 70% water, and we have over 102 minerals in our body, which Celtic salt has, sea salt has, then you have magnesium, sodium, potassium, your common electrolytes. These are all great. However, when you are saying to replace something that is misunderstood, something that people are not aware of, we have not been programmed to believe, we're not educated on due to the media and due to education, due to pharmaceutical companies, plastic water bottle companies that really don't care about our planet and our health at the end of the day. We've been kept from this true information that the salt, the Celtic salt, the potassium, the magnesium, all these supplements and extras that we need to put in our water in our bodies, there's also a missing component that helps deliver that to our cells. You can load up Liz, me into a Uber, but if they take us to the wrong destination, how effective is that Uber itself? And that's like saying the same thing for the supplementation about certain minerals and certain cell salts. We've got to be able to have the right conduit that delivers it to where it needs to go. So yes, you don't need fancy water. You don't need any fancy things. You do need, though, water that has the ability to drop off your minerals, your supplements, your amino acids, your fatty acids, all the things that you take, to drop it off in an effective manner. Or else what's the point? Because most of it are just going to be peeing it out or eliminating it. We're not actually absorbing most of these things that we take in. So it's not really how much you drink, it's how much you absorb. And when you're absorbing the right kind of water, and instead of Celtic salt, magnesium, potassium, these other things you add in, which need to be bioavailable, now you're getting the best of both. So instead of separating, look for synergy. And when you have synergy, you can create energy. And that's what most of us truly want and need at the end of the day. That is something that I'm sure you need and want.